No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. They've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Vettel, Stroll, Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, Smith, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Tsunoda, Ocon, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher and Guilherme Samaia, Giovinazzi, Russell, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
What's up everyone, KRTUGO here, back with F1 2021. Here we are at the Bahrain race for our first race of the season, starting P11. We had one heck of a qualifying session. To be honest, the AI is a bit too easy, and we are going to definitely have to up that up after the race. But we'll see what we can do in this session, and maybe we can even get some points. Who knows? Hope for the best. So here we are. We're just looking at our strategy real quick before we start the race, and I think a 2-stop is definitely going to be the best option for us, as a 1-stop is just out of the question for us right now, especially on this track. It'd be pushing it way too hard. But yeah, we're gonna actually lower the fuel just a little bit, and then we're going to get to the start of the race. All right, here we go. 5 lights lit up, waiting for them to go out, and we are off. And we get an all right start. It's not terrible. However, there are cars behind us catching us right off the bat as Tsunoda goes right by us. We just slide in, and there's front wing going everywhere already. And Kimi is out of the session, and the VSC is out already as well, and it turns into a safety car.
From a virtual to a full safety car.
Oof, let's see if we can watch that what happened, and here we are. Ooh, it looks like Raikkonen just forgot to press the brakes and ran. He just took himself out of the race. That is a sad way to go. Here we are, lap 3, about ready to restart the race after the last incident. And here we are, off going again, and nope, false start. There we are, going now as Ocon just flies right by us because we failed to get a good restart on that session. And as we late break and dive bomb both of the AlphaTauris right there. Actually, that's Alpine, my correction, Alpine. We dive bomb both Alpines, getting past one, getting one to stick. Couldn't get Alonso to stick, but we're going to go break, and we're not going to be able to get him on this turn as well. Alright, and as Alonso just starts to take off, we're going to go on to the end of lap 5, where we are actually now catching up to him. This is one of my favorite turns on the track, because I just tend to be able to carry a lot of speed through there versus the AI. And we are going left of Alonso, flying right by him in the last turn, late braking him as well. And we make it stick. We are past Alonso. Our next target is going to be Tsunoda. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not 100% sure.
Enabled. DRS is now enabled.
At the end of starting lap 6. Here we are, lap 7. We're actually catching up to Sonata this way. Again, one of my favorite turns. Again, this might end up being my favorite passing opportunity of the track, as we seem to do the same maneuver on Sonata as we did Alonso the lap before, outbraking him. He actually tends to be able to stick it in the inside a little bit longer than Alonso, but we get the exit, and we also get DRS to make it stick as well. Here we are again. The next lap after that with Gasly. And it's the same story.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Get past Gasly with ease. And then we're going to go up here and have DRS just salt in the rooms. However, Sainz has a 5-second penalty.
Yellow flag.
So it is not necessary we need to get past him. And there's a yellow flag. What has happened up here? It looks like there's actually a car stopped on the track. And Gasly tries to pass us under a yellow flag. That is not allowed. The AI just doesn't seem to know that they're not allowed to pass. And the safety car is out. Let's see if we can get a replay of what happened here. It looks like it's Hamilton. Hamilton seems to have messed up somehow. What happened? And he just got on the power too early and completely spun around and held Ricardo up as well. That just Ricardo not being in the right place at the right time. It really hurt him. This car's just, yeah. Safety car was obviously the best option. Cars were going everywhere, right, left of them. I'm amazed no one actually crashed into those. Here we are diving into the pits. Sainz has that 5-second penalty, so he's going to have to serve that before his mechanics can even touch his car, so we should at least be able to get past him. But it also looks like Ferrari's double stacking there, so that's going to hurt him even more. See where we can get out after this pit stop. Looks like a 2.3 pit stop is pretty good.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit.
Alright, so it looks like we actually got one position out of that. I believe we were in P9 before that. So, seemed like we got some a good pit stop there under the safety car. Here we are at the end of the safety car, about ready to get moving again with Vettel right in front of us. Hopefully we can get a better start this time than last time. And it seems like we do.
Green flag.
Seems like we actually might be gaining on Vettel a little bit. No, they're pulling away. We do not have that straight line speed. And then we have a turn Bahammer right there to the right. And as we get right along Vettel, can we make this stick? Are we actually going to be able to get the exit off of him? It is close. It's a race down to the next turn. And he is just flying away. It's not even a challenge. We're just going to try to slot in here by Vettel, but there's someone to our right. Made it move a little bit more difficult, but then he slots in behind us. Thankfully, he does not try to pass us through these S's, because that is just a bad idea for anyone to even think about doing a move like that. Alright, so we are back at one of my favorite turns. Am I going to be able to get a good turn on this? Am I going to be able to get speed off this turn and catch up to Vettel? It looks like it might be a possibility. We are using our ERS as well, and we are going to fly past Vettel as our teammates just ahead with Verstappen battling. Going through the last turn, Vettel's still there, but we have to be... This is a risky move. Oh, and we touch Verstappen. Do we have damage? Vettel gets past us again, and we get a warning for collision with Verstappen. That was... it looks like there was some damage. Norris is going by us now as well. This is not looking good for us. We hit Verstappen. There might be some front wing damage, and if there is, we are going to struggle until we pit for a new one.
On the MFD.
As Jeff just tells us, there's a strategy, so that obviously means there is some kind of damage on the car. Right now it doesn't seem like it's affecting us too much. We're looking like we're being able to hold Norris behind us. However, we are going to be slow with this damage, and I don't think we're going to be able to push to try to pass Vettel. And our teammate is in front of us. So we are going to stick out and see what happens. Hopefully we can hold this pace up for a good enough time, and hopefully it doesn't hinder us too much to where it puts us out of the points, because we're actually doing really well this race. And yeah, it's as simple as that. As we go a little wide that turn, I can definitely feel the loss of grip in that front wing on those high speed turns. The low speed turns doesn't seem like it's affecting the car too much, but it is those high speed turns I just cannot carry the speed through them, and it is hurting us a lot. Norris is only behind us by 0.4 of a second, and DRS has just been enabled.
Is now online.
So this is going to be a tricky part of the race. How long are we going to be able to hold this out? Are we going to be able to get past our teammate? Because he seems to be struggling as we get DRS, and we were late to open it up because we were right behind him. We didn't know what to do. And there's Norris. There's a lot of noises going on, a lot of bumping. I don't know what's going on. Norris just passed us, and he looks like he's going to be passing our teammate as well through those S's. That is not a place I want to be battling someone through, as our teammate makes a mistake and locks up heavily through it going into that turn. They're still side by side fighting extremely hard. And here we're going down to this ultimate, and Norris messes up and goes completely off track. He must have just locked his brakes up or completely misjudged the braking zone, because he just went off. And now Ricciardo is behind us. Stroll behind him. I don't even know where Norris is anymore. Oh, he is all the way in last. Looking at the mini map, he is really messed up. Luckily, my teammate was able to hold it out and not have that error, and we can be running 7th and 8th position right now. So that is good. As here we go past my teammate, going into my favorite passing zone of this track, and then the DRS just to rub it in.
We're leading our teammate by 5.
Here we are, and Ricciardo home straight just passes. This front wing damage is really struggling us now. We are in 5th place. Stroll is behind us. It's not going too well right now. Here we are again with Stroll right behind us, and it looks like he's going to be catching us as I'm checking my tire wear, and there he goes flying by us. This front wing damage is definitely hindering our performance, and we are struggling to even keep people behind us now. Now we have Hamilton. What is Hamilton doing in 7th place? Oh, that's right, Hamilton, he spun out. There goes Bottas right by us. I think it's at this point where we need to start considering to come in for a new wing, because this is really slowing us down, and we are in a position where we might actually be able to make it to the end on mediums. Not 100% sure. And yes, we choose to box this lap. This is going to be an important pit stop. We need to get in and out as fast as possible. This is not in the pit window. That wing is just hurting us way too much to be able to stay out on it. How many positions are we going to lose in this pit stop? And it looks like there's another team pitting as well. There's 2 other people pitting as well, and it looks like one of them might actually pass us in the pits.
Exit now.
Nope.
You'll be racing as you leave the pits.
Oh, that's close. That was close. Schumacher and Latifi pitted as well, and they are actually going to come out behind me. Here we are, and it looks like Ocon is coming up behind. Are we going to be able to keep him behind us? It looks like we might be able to. Yes, we get to keep Ocon right behind us. It's not far off. 2 tenths behind us, and he is gaining on us. And he just, wow. And we just really late brake there, and we really squeeze him a little too much. A little bit of contact there. Bit of a risky move, and he looks like he tried to put his nose in there, and he suffered. Like I said, that is not a place I would even attempt to make a pass. Here we are, passing 2 people, Mazepin and Russell, within the pits, gaining up to P16. We are recovering this. This was the plan all along. Go into the pit, get new wings, just stay steady and pass people in the pits. Here is my teammate. So we have caught up to my teammate now. And it looks like we're going to be able to pass him the same exact way as I passed him the last time. We're going to have to late break him this time, and he actually looks like he fights back a little bit, but we get away on that exit, get a better exit, and DRS just to pull away. And Norris is in the pit, so we pass Norris as well. This race is starting to come back into sight, and we might actually be able to get a good result as well, as long as we can make these tires last to the end. And here we are, lap 32. It looks like Giovinazzi is in our sights, and he goes into the pits. So,
Our gap to the car in front is 4
no struggle there.
7
Simple
seconds.
pass. He goes into the pits. Easy, done. No issues. It is what it is.
We're leading our teammate by 6.8 seconds.
Alright, here we are at the end of lap 33. There are 2 more people in the pits. We have Gasly and Leclerc in the pits, and we pass them, and that is going to be putting us up into P11. This is where we started, and our teammate goes into the pits as well. So now we are equal with our starting position, so we're doing great at recovering this. And there is more people in the pits. It looks like Seitz, Sonata, and even Stroll are in the pits, but are we going to be able to beat Stroll out of the pits? It's going to be close as we go into the braking zone. Stroll looks to be still there on our right side, but it seems we get the traction out and we get past Stroll as well, putting us all the way up into 8th position now, with only about 22 laps to go. How many more positions are we going to be able to make up, and how many positions are we going to be able to hold? We still have 22 laps left in this race. Anything can happen, even another safety car, which honestly would be a blessing if another safety car came out, because making these mediums last to the end may prove to be a difficult feat. And Stroll is still right behind us, but it seems like we get a great exit on that turn and we just pull away. He falls out of DRS zone. Here we are, lap 36. There is Hamilton. No, Alonso was in the pits, so that is another position. We are now up to 7th place.
At the moment, the car
We are
behind
just
us is
passing
lapping
cars
faster than
left
us
and
by
right
around 1 second per lap.
in the pits. And sorry to interrupt you, Jeff.
Caution.
There's a caution, but what is it? Looks like
Someone's
there's a
come off ahead
car
of you. There's a
off to
yellow
the
flag
side.
ahead.
Is that Vettel? Vettel is out of the race, D and F. What happened to him?
Green
Let's see
flag.
if we can get a replay on this and hopefully see what happened to him. Did he get into an incident with one of the McLarens? It looks like. No, he just pulls off. Guess just a mechanical issue, and that is a
Teammate
safe place
behind
to
is
pull off. So I don't think we're
36.4
going to get a
seconds.
safety car out of that. But that puts us up into 6th place. We are on lap 42 now, and we have Leclerc right behind us, and he is catching us on the straight. He is DRS as well, and he's gonna fly right by us. No, he doesn't. We go into the braking zone right after, right neck and neck. He's on the right side. He's still going. Please tell me he's not gonna stick his head in here. And oh my goodness, he does. And he looks like we made contact. I wonder if he has any damage. He's fallen 2 seconds behind us. That is a mistake. You can see he never really pulled ahead of me except for right there at the apex, and I had a better traction on the exit. And then he just tries to go in here, which is no man's land. That is going to happen 100% of the time. It is never going to work. So here we are at lap 48 in 6th position with Norris behind us, and we spin out. Oh my goodness. We spin out and we lose a position to Norris because of it. And it's a Hamilton. But we didn't stay in the middle of the track. We just I don't know what happened there. Maybe the tires were too hot. They are getting worn. We are getting close to the end of the race, and I knew it was going to be a struggle to get these tires make it to the end, but that was a mistake. Here we are. Lap 57, last lap of the race. We're still in 7th with Gasly still behind us. And it's been a long race. See the fireworks up there. I'm just glad to see the checkered flag as we finish in P7,
Okay, pick up rubber
bringing
and bring
home
it
the
home.
points for the team. What a race. What a race. That was great. Giovinazzi gets driver of the day.
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here at Sakir. And rightly so. What a brilliant effort from the whole team. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Yeah, good job, Red Bull. You seem to own that race. P1, P2. I'm surprised Mercedes dropped the ball. Hamilton made a mistake, and Bottas just did not perform.
Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen.
6 points for the team.
Sees him take over as leader of the Drivers'
What a
Championship
job.
after an incredible
Yeah,
day of
we're
racing. Who was
definitely
your driver
gonna
of the
have
day?
to
My driver of the day has to
raise
be,
the
no
difficulty
question,
on this.
Antonio Giovinazzi. Such
It
an
was,
assured drive from one of the
even with
sport's
that
newest
spin out,
stars,
and we
performance he can be very, very
finished in the
proud of.
top
It's
10.
time to see how things are shaping up in the
That's too
Constructors'
easy.
Championship. Red Bull take over as championship leaders. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yeah, well, when you have the AI set a little low, you tend to have a faster pace than them. So yes, that is definitely going to be bumped up after this race. Probably bump it up to 95.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
Oh, absolutely. With a great team, you know, we can do anything, and we're just going to improve from here. Yeah.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Well, when the AI are very happy to stick their nose in turns where they shouldn't be, you tend to have some incidences. It's racing after all. The AI just really tries to pass you in turns where it's just not. It's not suggested. They just gotta learn to be more patient and learn to pick their
You
turns.
scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
I don't recall scraping the walls at all, actually. I spun out once. I don't think I hit a wall. So, I don't know where you're getting that
Thank you for your
information
time.
from.
Okay, now this is an interesting one.
Is it? F1 Paddock possibly planning a new series where they go behind the scenes of various F1 teams. They'll ask whether we'd be open to them coming down to record some footage at the HQ. Perhaps some of the interviews with a few of the key figures. Respond. So, team acclaim or resource points. I'm going to go with acclaim. We are short on money, and the faster we get that up, the faster we can get another sponsor.
Thanks. I know these kind of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call.
Alright, what else is there left to do? There is a season break. We have 17,000 resource points to do something with. Not really gonna look into anything with 1.4 mil. I really doubt I'm gonna be able to do anything. I already have something in aerodynamics in development, so I can't do anything there. But we can do something in here, I guess. Weight redistribution, weight reduction. It is quite a hefty upgrade. And tire wear. Yeah, we're gonna go with that because the car does actually feel kind of heavy. Not even gonna lie. Alright, so we got that. And if we go over to power, is there anything we can do in power? Yes, there is. Engine power. And this is just supplier upgrades. So I just have one of these. And I have enough points. So we're going to do that as well. Or maybe we get a nice upgraded car for the next race since we are off for a little bit. So R&D in progress. We have 3 things in progress right now. Aerodynamics, chassis, and powertrain. So should give us a nice boost. Everything else should be good. We need to get to a clean 5 before we can get our next sponsor. And we already have some points thanks to me. So yeah, let's go to menu before I forget this. Oh, not under there. There we are. I'll up that to 95 for now. Then let's make sure we go to our activities and plan plenty of activities because we have really open calendar to do a lot of things. So that would be important. I have 13 days. That's a lot. Go hard on that team acclaim. Concentrate on the team. There we go. That is pretty much a maxed out schedule. Alright. Uh-oh.
How do you want us to deal with this one?
We want to test and improve staff morale by reducing working hours slightly, giving them more scheduled time in the day to unwind and make use of the gym facilities. We'd probably trial this as a single department first, but how is this sign? So agree, we lose 750 resource points that we don't even have, but their morale goes up. $750 resource points that we don't have. I just spent all of it.
Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.
Sorry guys, as you can see we have 340 points left. I can't even afford to choose that option. Alright, and now we are going into the season break. Should be fun. Alright, so one of our upgrades came through. Sweet. Those won't be done until the 28th. Oh, wow, it's on the calendar. So they will be ready for the next race, and we got more time to do the last two things, so why not? And that is it. Nothing else I should have to do. Advance. So hopefully these next two upgrades pass, and none of them fail.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Sweet, and another
We have another one for you.
dilemma.
We're happy regardless of what you choose.
Okay, so experience or focus? That's a tough one.
Thanks for dealing with that.
We're
The department
that.
appreciate it.
Oh no! One of the parts failed.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Yeah. Minor part failed. Engine. So it's 182. And I'll be ready at the next Grand Prix. 10 days. Wait, so where's our car now? Okay, we're still not in last, that's all that matters. Alright, well that looks like that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. And the next race is going to be at Spain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.